Man, look me in the eye through these words. How many times has life kicked you flat? Those black days when everything crumbles, money vanishes, health shakes, people stab you in the back, and you feel there's no way out, like you're gonna snap like a dry twig under a boot. Theodore Roosevelt, a man who stared death down and spat in its face, would grab you by the neck and roar. Life ain't endured, it's mastered. This isn't for quitters crying in a corner. It's for men who fight like raging bulls. If this sets your soul ablaze, smash that like button now and let's take control. Roosevelt didn't get a fairy tale life. Born weak, asthmatic, a kid who seemed doomed to lose before he started. But he didn't surrender. His father drove a truth into him like a red-hot iron. Make yourself or no one will. And he did. He went to the woods, hunted bears with his heart pounding like a war drum, boxed till blood painted his beard, swam icy rivers that cut like sharpened glass. Why? Because he knew adversities aren't the end. They're the fire that forges your strength. Every man faces them. Days when work crushes you like stone, nights when fear gnaws your bones, hours when the world screams give up. But Roosevelt wouldn't be beaten. On February 14th, 1884, he lost his wife and mother in one brutal blow, a day that'd sink anyone into the mud. What did he do? He didn't crawl or drown in booze. He bolted to Dakota, to wild lands where wind slices and sun burns your soul. He herded cattle through storms that split rocks, slept in cold that cracks teeth, hunted buffalo while pain ripped him like a starving wolf. That's what keeps you from surrendering, man. Not muscle, not luck, but the guts to stand and hit back. Roosevelt said, "Courage isn't having no fear. It's conquering it." Hear this now. In 1898, at San Juan Hill, he charged into a hail of bullets with the Rough Riders. Not because he was untouchable, but because quitting was dying inside. You've got your bullets. Debts that choke you. Betrayals that cut like a blade. Days that flatten you like lead. You're gonna surrender or master them. Strike now, man. Today. Pick one adversity that's killing you and hit it back. Get up though your legs shake. Fight though your body aches. Push though everything yells stop. Every time you face what knocks you down, you grow bigger. Roosevelt didn't become a giant by miracle. He did by hitting harder every time life struck. In Africa, hunting lions under a sun that melts steel, he didn't run. He mastered the beast with bare hands. You can too. Life spares no weaklings who surrender. It respects only those who face it with gritted teeth. Master your adversities today, or give up and vanish into nothing forever. Now hold on tight, because facing adversity is just the first roar. Life ain't mastered with guts alone. You need to control the chaos around you, or it'll swallow you like a raging river. Theodore Roosevelt wasn't a weakling blown by the wind. He was a man who grabbed the bull by the horns and slammed it down. He said, "Do what you must, though the world falls apart." Picture this. Everything's exploding, work collapses, family screams money's gone, and you're there lost, heart racing, head a tangled mess. Roosevelt didn't give in to that. In 1913, lost in the Amazon, legs slashed open like raw meat, malaria torching his blood, 25 pounds of pure muscle gone. He rode an impossible river with fever making him see shadows. Why? Because he knew chaos doesn't ask permission. It attacks, and you either master it or it breaks you. I'm not telling you to roll with death on your shoulder, but to master the disaster breaking you now. Chaos is a hungry wolf. Let it loose and it eats you alive. Roosevelt lived it like this. In Cuba, leading the Rough Riders, he didn't let enemy fire bend him. He took charge and charged. You've got your chaos. A boss crushing you, bills that won't add up, Days that make you want to chuck it all out the window. What do? Collapse like a weakling? Drown in excuses like a scared kid? Roosevelt didn't bargain with disorder. He said, order comes within, not without. Burn this and now, man. Controlling chaos is pure discipline. Standing tall when everything cracks. When he came out of the Amazon, he wasn't just a survivor. He'd tamed his mind in hell. He rose at dawn though his body felt like lead, wrote speeches while others gave in to sleep, trained like war waited at sunrise. And you? How many times you let chaos win? Because you can't? Stop now, man. Chaos doesn't wait. Grab it by the throat today, or it breaks you tomorrow. You don't need to fix everything in one swing. Roosevelt started small. One day he refused to stop though exhaustion killed him. The next he ordered his head though the world burned. Then he fought till the sun sank. He controlled chaos like you tame a wild horse, with force and no letting go. Here's the challenge, and I want your answer. What chaos is mastering you? Comment below right now, because facing it is the second secret to not surrendering. Is it mess at home? Work drowning you? A mind that won't quit spinning? Don't tell me no time. Roosevelt ran a country, raised 6 kids, wrote 30 books, and still boxed in the White House like a young bull. How? He didn't let chaos rule. If he said he'd order something, he ordered it. Body screaming, mind begging, didn't matter. That's controlling chaos. Say enough to disorder and yes to command. Today, pick one chaos breaking you and rein it in. Maybe your day. Wake at 5 and plan like a general at war, not a weakling adrift. Maybe your body. Train those sweat burns. Don't sit like a rock. Maybe your mind. Kill that damn phone and breathe deep for 5 minutes. In Africa, hunting under a soul-scorching sun, he didn't give up, he mastered. You got that power, man. Chaos ain't your king. You are. Grab the reins today, or surrender and let life drag you like a ragged cloth. Let's crank it up, man, because here's the heart of the fight. Mastering life ain't just surviving. It's leading with force. Theodore Roosevelt didn't crawl through the world. He walked like a king, roared like a lion, made others follow with blood on his boots. He said, "The strong man dares to lead when others tremble." Picture this. You're in hell. Life hits, chaos stalks, and everyone's looking at you, waiting for someone to take charge. Roosevelt didn't wait. He was that man. In 1898, at San Juan Hill, he didn't hang back watching bullets fly. He charged ahead with the Rough Riders, sweat on his face, fire in his eyes, leading men who'd have bolted without him. Why? Because he knew leading ain't a luxury, it's a man's duty. I'm not telling you to command armies or climb hills under fire, but to lead your life with raw force. Look how Roosevelt did it. Young, he shed his weak body and swore he'd never be a bystander. He hit Harvard, fought in politics like a raging bull, raised a family with iron hands. All because he got that leading starts with you. In the Amazon, leg bleeding, fever rising, he didn't quit. He led his team through hell. You got that power, man. Leading with force ain't yelling orders or strutting like a fool. It's standing when others fall, guiding when everything crashes. Who's watching you? Your kids? Your wife? Your buddies? Or just you in the mirror? Roosevelt didn't shake. When he lost his son Quentin in 1918, pain cut him like a blade, but he didn't surrender. He kept leading, writing, fighting, because his force outshone him. He said, "Do what others can't, lead where others won't." Roar now, man. That's what I'm yelling. Lead your life like it's a damn war. You don't need to be president or general. Maybe lead your home. Say no to mess. Set rules like a boss. Be the man who don't break. Maybe lead your job. Lift your head. Make calls. Don't be the weakling who just obeys. Maybe lead your mind. Master your doubts, your fears, and shout, I rule. Roosevelt didn't wait for permission. When he took the presidency in 1901 at 42, after McKinley got shot, he didn't blink. He grabbed the nation's reins with iron fists and fiery eyes because he knew what he wanted. A strong country, a strong life. And you? What do you want to shake when you walk? Wake up now. Ask, who am I when it all falls? The runner or the leader? Grab a paper. Write one thing you'll lead today. Maybe your family. Be the dad who don't bend. Maybe your body. Train like you're going to war. Maybe your fate. Decide something big and make it roar. Roosevelt lived like every day was a battle he had to win. He walked tall, spoke with a voice that shook walls, acted like the world rode on him. You can do that. Don't care if you're broken, betrayed, ground split beneath you. Get up tomorrow and say, today I lead something mine. Do it for you, for those around you, for the man life can't break. In the White House, he worked 14 hours, still boxed, read, played with his kids like life was a trophy he forged. Why? Because leading with force ain't a title. It's a fire burning inside. In Africa, hunting lions, he didn't run. He led the hunt with bare hands. You got that fire, man. Leading pulls you from the mud and plants you on top. Without it, you face and control, but you don't master. With force, every step, every command, every yes you roar makes you king of your life. Roosevelt lost elections, faced criticism that'd kill a weakling, but never stopped leading because he knew who he was. Today, define who you are. Not tomorrow, not when you feel ready. Today, sit, breathe deep, growl. Who leads my life? Then stand and act like that man. Walk with authority. Speak with power. Lead like the devil's chasing you. Life ain't mastered hiding. It's mastered leading with force. Man, this is the moment, but don't sleep. It's not an end. It's a start with blood on your hands. Roosevelt yells from history. Master life or surrender. You know how. First, face adversities. Roosevelt didn't quit when weak, didn't break when death struck, didn't flinch at bullets. He stood tall and fought, and you can. Every time life knocks you, remember, you don't surrender. Take a step today, one that burns. Rise at 5. Face what crushes you. Fight for what breaks you. Do it now. Second, control chaos. Roosevelt didn't let the Amazon swallow him. He rode with death beside him. In Cuba, he tamed enemy fire and lead. You got that power. When all blows up, stand and say, I rule. Wake at 5. Train like a beast. Order your life like a king. Chaos don't master you. You master it. And third, led with force. Roosevelt didn't hide. He charged at San Juan Hill, ruled with iron fists, lived like the world was his. Find your fire and lead. Walk tall, talk loud, make it shake. Roosevelt didn't wait. He mastered. When he took the presidency, he didn't blink. When he lost his son, he didn't fall. When life hit, he hit harder. That's a man. Guts, discipline, force roaring inside. Roar now, man. Mastering life is a war you fight every damn day, every hour. Roosevelt said, credit belongs to the man who dares, who don't quit. That's you, not the waiter, but the master. Start now. Face an adversity. Control a chaos. Lead something big. Vigorous life is your battlefield to be the man Roosevelt would respect. Every video hands you a weapon. So life don't bend you, but you bend it. Master with every blow, every no to disorder, every yes to your force. Today, decide, master or surrender. Subscribe now to Vigorous Life, because here's no place for weaklings. Here we forge men who master till the end. Do it or surrender forever.